Hey, what's up, Faith Family? Back with another Smith Squad Daily Bible reading. Today we are in Numbers 14 and 15 and Luke 22. Now, in Numbers 14, God outlines the Israelites' punishment for complaining against his word. Now, think about this. God sets up a man, Moses, who performs all these insane signs and wonder in Egypt. They're a part of one of the greatest deliverances of slavery to ever occur. They witness a sea open up and walk through it on solid ground before it crashes down and destroys their unrelenting Egyptian enemy. As they travel to the promised land, God feeds them with frosted flakes from heaven, that manna, and their shoes never wear out. Birds bring them food to eat, and they drink water from a rock. And when they finally get to the promised land, they have the audacity to complain against the Lord because of their fear of the giants in the land. They told Moses that God should have just let them die in Egypt or out here in the wilderness. And notice that God heard their complaining. He's always listening. And he was ready to destroy them and make a new people out of Moses. Verse 12 of chapter 14. But notice how God becomes a type of Christ and becomes the mediator between God and man. Verse 19, he says, "Pardon, I beseech thee, the iniquity of this people, according unto the greatness of thy mercy, that thou hast forgiven this people from Egypt even until now." Now, First Timothy 2 tells us that there is only one mediator between God and men, the man Christ Jesus. And in Luke 22, today's Bible reading, Jesus says, "I have prayed for you that your faith fail not." What an incredible thought that the Messiah prays for us. Now, Numbers 14:20, God pardons the people's iniquity per Moses' request, and the people are forgiven. But keep in mind, the freedom that comes with forgiveness of sin does not mean liberation from the consequences of that sin. God gave all who murmured 40 more years of life versus taking them out right then and there, but they would not see the promised land. And if this isn't enough to deter you from sin, Numbers 15 will make you stop and do a heart check. Verses 30 and 31, the person who sins presumptuously or willingly, incorrectly assumes that God's grace will cover them, will not be forgiven. Proverbs tells us that he that covers his sin shall not prosper, but whoso confesseth and forsaketh shall have mercy. I want God's mercy in my life. That's why I try to live right and do what I'm told. But you can't do what you're told if you don't know what you're told, if you're not in this book. So get off of Facebook and get your face in the book and grow in the knowledge of the Most High God. Until that next one, peace, grace, and love, I leave with you.